All right, we are finally working on my JDM CRV now. I actually scored a deal on a lift kit on Marketplace. It's brand new. It was super cheap. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. I'm going to get it out of the back of the vehicle and we're going to start putting it together. But first, I actually need to rob the jack stands from the E30. So I've only got 2 jack stands. And as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, the E30 is still on jack stands. So I'm just going to quickly throw the wheels and tires on the E30 because it should be able to just sit on its wheels and tires, and then take the jack stands and get this thing jacked up and get started. So let's get to work. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. God. Enough. I hope. It's definitely not sturdy, but it's okay. Is that probably centered? Just like so. What am I hitting? Oh no. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video. This wheel is hitting the angle kit, which I mean is fine. I'm not running these wheels. I was actually planning on running some small wheels, like some 14s, but not unless, honestly, I could probably get some with some pretty high offset and it'd be okay. The problem is just the inner barrel is hitting about that much. But honestly, it's probably gonna get 15s anyway, just because there's more options. Okay, there's one. So it's gonna be a little trickier because I haven't actually done the angle kit on this side yet. You want to see some serious angle, boy? Check out that serious angle. Sheesh. Give me this fucking jack. So I think I'm actually going to start on this front left corner, mostly just because it's going to be easiest for me to film. So I guess we'll go ahead and get this jacked up, get this front wheel off, get the old coilovers out, and let me pull out the lift out of the rear and I'll show you guys what we're working with, because it's actually a pretty cool bit of kit. That's another reason why I need this thing lifted, is because even when I push this thing up as high as it can, I mean, I'm hitting my head on here, which is not ideal. All right, so what we've got in here is, so he was kind enough to already assemble the front struts. So what we have are, let me take these out and get to the actual box. So they are AGX adjustable gas shocks, which are basically just like, they're kind of OEM replacements really. They just have adjustable dampening on them, which you can see down here. And these are Old Man Emu coil springs with a built-in lift. So it should give us basically like an OEM plus ride quality. I don't know if it's going to be a little stiffer, a little softer. We'll have to play with the adjustable dampening and see. But See, we've got the top mounts, we've got the bushings, we've got everything to assemble the rears. These are the fronts that are already installed, which is why I figured I'd just start on the front anyway, because I figure I could probably just take the old ones out, pop the new ones in, and be good to go. So that's what we've got. Also got some cool little stickers, which I probably won't install, but they're cool looking. So yeah, that's what we got. Let's get back to work. Apparently, according to the owner's manual, you actually have to jack up either the whole front or the whole rear at the same time. They don't want you to do one side or the other, like one corner at a time. I don't exactly know why, but I'm gonna go ahead and follow their rules just to be on the safe side. As you can tell, I have no space to work with whatsoever. So if you guys like what I'm doing and want to see me do better, please consider subscribing, liking, buying my merch that I'm wearing right now. Available at NOTGREAT.us, everything. So I can get myself a garage or something like that to better work on these projects. But we're making it work. Anyways, there it is. All right, that's looking good. And Boxo tools. What are the chances this is the right size first try? 100% apparently. Actually, you know what I want to do real quick first? I just lowered the car back down because I actually want to get some measurements. I want to do some before and after measurements. So here we've got 1/2 inch between the top of the tire and where it would actually contact. Fender to ground, just under 26 inches, 25 and 7/8 probably. Rear, we have no clearance. We are fully tucking by probably at least an inch of tire. And we are at 25 inches in the rear. Middle, ground clearance probably 9.5, 9 3/4. So we'll take a look once we get it all lifted up and see what the after measurements are, because these, I think I already said, they're True Heart coilovers, and the previous owner actually lowered them all the way down. So according to True Heart's website, that actually lowers the car about 4 inches lower than stock. Now, I don't know exactly how much this lift that I got is supposed to raise it up. Probably only 1 to maybe 2 inches. So I'm thinking we might see a 5 to 6 inch increase over where we're at right now, but only one way to find out. Okay, so in my simpleton brain, I assume that I just take this bolt out, this whole thing, this whole lower subframe just drops down. Then I take the 3 strut nuts off the top and pull the coilover out of the bottom. I've never actually done a coilover install or removal before. I've done lift kits on Jeeps and stuff like that, but I've never actually done coilover. So I guess you and I are gonna learn together. I'm gonna run over here and pop the hood open real quick. Okay. Oh, it's only 2 bolts on the top. It's not even 3 bolts. Okay. Even easier. Let's just fucking send it, see what happens. Fuck it. You want to be like that, huh? First bolt, huh? Fucking being a little bitch, huh? Who the fuck do you think you are? I am. Who do you think you are? I am! I kid you not, guys. Other than the CV shaft bolts that you guys saw me strip out and the one couldn't break free, other than that, I have not had a single thing that this impact couldn't break free. So if you're in the market for an impact, or take a look at these Cobalts, it's fucking insane. I've had this thing like 3 years. I think I've charged the battery twice. I don't know how. Okay, quick YouTube search. I was right originally. There is another nut and bolt down here at the very bottom that I wasn't sure if I'd have to take off. Apparently I do. It just makes things a lot easier. So it says it's a 17 and a 17, which I should hopefully have. I found my adjustable wrench. Not adjustable wrench, my ratchet wrench. Oh, now my ass is wet. Don't strip, don't strip. Fuck yeah, baby. Oh, put it on the wrong side. Oh well, it's fine. That should drop down. As you probably heard, it did. Cool. So now I can take this out of the sleeve. Hopefully. It's so close to coming out. My ass and balls are soaked right now. I think I'm going to reattach it at the top, because then I think I can pull down on it a lot easier. How ridiculous am I? Listen, as I've said before, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't do what I do. You'll end up doing something wrong. But you might have fun while you're doing it. Oh yeah, much easier. Alrighty. Now we just take these out. Okay, cool. There is a coilover. Very small. Alrighty. So let's do a fun little comparison of how long these are versus how long the new ones are. Okay, so kind of what I thought. They're probably going to be about 6 inches longer. Now I'm assuming these are much softer as well as far as like the spring rate is concerned. So I'm assuming once I put them on, it's going to actually squish down quite a bit. I don't know if you guys just noticed what I noticed. Hold on. Oh, motherfucker. So I could have sworn the guy that I bought them off of had said that he had assembled the fronts. These are not the fronts, these are the fronts. So the rears are assembled, the fronts are not. So regardless, it all needs to come out anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I don't know what the levels mean. I'll have to look at it. If like one is the softest or one is the heaviest, I don't know. Very cool though. So I guess for now, let's see if I can assemble the fronts. I don't know if I'm going to need a spring compressor. I might have to run to the auto parts store and rent one because I don't have one. But let's just see if I can. The springs might be soft enough to where I can kind of just push on it and get the threads to start the top hat. So I guess I'll go ahead and see if I can clear out a little space. Maybe I'll actually just try to assemble it in the back of the CRV, but let's work on that. All right, so I'm gonna leave this rear in here for now and use it as kind of like a guide. Make sure that I don't fuck anything up. Should be pretty straightforward though, I would say. He says doing everything wrong. Yeah, they're about the same size. I don't know, they're kind of, ow, fucking Christ, that's why I have to lift. I don't know, they're kind of stiff, so we'll see. I'm not sure what that's for. Oh well, I fucked up that sticker. Oh well. Okay, so assuming it's not this way. Okay, it is about 10 degrees outside right now, so I'm probably not going to do too much, but I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update since my phone actually died while I was filming before, and I didn't realize it was dead until much, much later after I was explaining something for quite a long amount of time. Anyways, it's been a couple days since we've been working on the coilover since I started it and took the front off. I got the front struts assembled, which I will show you right here. They were quite a pain in the ass. A lot more difficult than I thought they would be, but as you can see down in here, I got all 4 struts assembled, so those are ready to go. So I think what I'm gonna do today, before I freeze my ass off, is I'm just gonna try and throw the front on, the one that I took off already, and just make sure that it fits and I'm not running into any issues before I start taking off the rest of them. Because like I said, I do have the adjustable upper control arms for a lowered CRV on right now, so I really don't know how the suspension is going to react with just putting the lift on for right now. I might have to adjust it already. Might have to remove them in general before I even do anything else. So let's try and toss that in and see where we go from there. So I think best course of action with this setup is to have it hanging by these top 2 strut bolts in the strut tower in the engine bay up here, and then this little like sleeved fork thing, I have no idea what it's called. Then I think I shove that up into the strut, and then I should be able to move this as much as I need to get that final bolt in. So that's the plan I'm going with, and that's what we're gonna do. And if I didn't already mention this, or if that was part of what got cut off when I was, yeah, this is it. When I was filming before, these are actually adjustable dampers. So I'll show you real quick. You can see right at the top right there, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is apparently stock ride quality, 2 is like 25% stiffer, 3 is 50%, and I think 4 is 75%. And then on the rear I actually have 8-way adjustment, 1 being actually 5% softer than stock, which is what I have it currently set at just to test, because I can adjust them while they're on the vehicle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it the way I think it should be for right now. Now I should be able to tell, yeah, that looks like this is the right side, so let's go ahead and do that. This did come with new hardware too, thankfully. You know, it's actually not too bad out here now that I'm moving around a little bit, and thankfully the gloves help. Okay, I think I'm gonna go like this. think I should go like this and down, and then maybe over. Oh, there's a brake line there in the way. Okay, maybe going from this side would be easier. Up and under like this. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, here we go. Let me try and hold that while I get up and put a nut on. Can't fucking grab it with these gloves on. Okay. One nut on. And the other one started. Okay, so we seem kind of far away, which I was afraid of. God, that's far. Yay. Pause break. Okay, actually right as I stopped recording and went to look at my phone, I saw it. So there's actually, I don't think you guys can see, but up here there's actually a couple of Allen bolts, and it looks like I just loosened that, and then I can slide this one way or the other. So I'm gonna try doing that and see if that gives me any more room for adjustment. Ah. Perfect. Okay. So I'm assuming it's just it'd help if I wasn't tightening it like a fucking retard. I get so confused when you know what, as much as I hate to do it, I'm just gonna order the True Heart upper control arms for lifted vehicles, because I know that's the problem, because I don't have enough adjustment, so it's not pulling out far enough in order for the whole lower, not subframe, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. My brain isn't working, but it's not dropping low enough for me to get it in there, and I need the upper control arms anyway. It's not like I can run these, otherwise I'm gonna have a ton of positive camber, which is just gonna wear the outside of the wheels instead of the, or tires instead of the inside. So I'm just gonna order those, wait for them to arrive. Hopefully the weather's a little bit better, shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we're gonna pull the old stuff out and just install the new stuff at once. Thankfully it should actually be a lot easier without the control arm in there at all, so I could probably get the strut in there and then put the control arm in after, and it should be a breeze. So I'll see you guys in another few days. Hopefully the weather's better. Alright, so it's a few days later. The weather's much better. It's like 45 degrees right now. I got the upper adjustable control arms from True Heart ordered, but unfortunately they're like a brand new product, so they're not even in production yet, so they're not even shipping out till the end of January. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove as much stuff as I can, and kind of get it all out of the car. That way when I get this new stuff in, I can just throw it all in there. So we're going to go ahead and get that knocked out and wrap up this video, and then in another couple weeks we'll install everything, give the car a full wash, go take it for a test drive, get the alignment, all that, and then this thing will be good to go. So let's get to work. Okay, I'm done for the day, and that's going to wrap up this video, but let me give you guys a quick once-over of what I got done. I didn't end up making it to the rears. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm still feeling pretty sick. I've actually gotten the stomach virus 2 times in the past 2 weeks, and I'm still getting over the second time, so I don't have a ton of energy, but I got all the fronts off. So, okay, I don't know what was happening with the camera that time, but as you can see, I've gotten the upper control arms out on the front. This is obviously the new strut. I just have it hanging there for right now. I got the other side all done as well. Let me show you a couple things that I had to do. So for this side, first of all, that's one of the bolts right there, which with these hoses, even pulling this one off, I mean, there was no room there. I literally just had to go like this with the wrench, pause. I had to remove the battery and the battery tray to get to this bolt that was right here. And then going to the other side, this bolt was pretty easy to get to. But this one, I had to remove the entire air box to get to, which wasn't that big of a deal until I realized that down here, it's like a little rubber grommet that it kind of like sleeves onto, and I was trying to take out this bolt, and I'm like, why the fuck won't this thing come out? Until I realized you just have to take these bolts out and then slide the whole thing out. So that's what we got right there, but this side's all out and done too. I've got everything just sitting on the old wheels and tires, because otherwise this will just drop down, and I was afraid it might rip out the brake lines. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm having trouble catching my breath, and I'm sniffling quite a lot. It's cold outside and I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I'm sorry this video kind of sucked. We didn't get a whole lot done other than just ripping out half of the suspension, but we'll get the rest of it when it all comes in, and I'll get the rest of it done. So I'll see you guys in the next video.